Hello, this is Wmpyr here to talk about kind of it's not a question, but my student brought up to me and he saw a video. They were using head movement for the street, and he said, could that be something that would be helpful for us in our training? And look, I tried to do a laboratory type class where we're doing experiments. So, I like new ideas coming in, okay? The thing I have to say about head movement is that, first of all, there's a difference between self-defense and street fighting. And in self-defense, I know that people, I already talked about this a little bit, where I was comparing self-defense and street fighting and say that they're two different things. To me, fighting, whether you're on the street or whether it's sports, so meaning the ring or the cage, it's still fighting. Some people seem to think that the moment that fighting is done on the street, then no rules, right? And that's just not true. There is unwritten rules there. So if you said something about my mom and I decided not to let it go, and I said, what'd you say? Come say that to my face. And the guy does, and go, what you gonna do about it? And I said, well, let's find out, So I'm willing to engage. Now it's a street fight, right? So once I've decided to street fight this person, is it okay for me at that moment to pull out my 9mm and blow him away? No, that would make me a psychopath. So, just because the guy said something about my mom, I take out my gun and shoot him, despite the warnings or whatever. It's not normal behavior. So there are unwritten rules, okay? Or when you're like this and you're both like this, going, come on, let's see what you got, punk, and you're about to fight like that. Is it okay to pull out a machete and chop off his arm or something like that? No, it's not okay. That's not normal behavior. What are you, freaking, Jason from a slasher movie? This is not normal behavior, okay? Yes, you never know who you're going up against, and there's some crazy people out there, some inappropriate people out there, but you're going to have a hard time justifying that behavior in court. You're going to be in big trouble, okay? Self-defense situation is different, okay? Self-defense situation is, it's being forced on you. You're being the victim here. I didn't agree to do this. And my mentality, even though it's not true, my mentality is I carry myself as a pro fighter. I am not a pro fighter, but I treat myself that way mentally. So if someone challenges me, I go, I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to street fight you. I'm not going to fight you because I'm a pro fighter. I'm not, but I tell myself I'm a pro fighter. So if I ever fight, I need to get paid. And doing this on the street doesn't make sense. It would be like, I don't know, Tyson Fury fighting in the street. It doesn't make sense. He's not going to make a dime when he could be making millions in the ring. So, and plus if he fights in the street, now there could be legal problems. So it doesn't make sense to do it. So I carry myself the same way, and I won't do street fights. Now in a self-defense situation, fighting, I might have to fight to get away. So the most important thing in a self-defense situation should be my well-being, is for me to get out of there, for me to escape. But in order for me to escape, I might have to fight my way out. So in that situation, fighting skills can help 100%. Okay, so if I was MMA world champ, would that help me? Absolutely, it would help me tremendously. Okay, now, is it required? No. It's not required to be MMA world champ to be able to do self-defense. Thankfully not. In fact, you don't even have to be an MMA fighter to be able to successfully do self-defense. Okay, it just helps because to be an MMA fighter, your athletic ability has to be amazing. Your fitness level and all that has to be amazing. And all those things will super help you in a self-defense situation, in a survival situation, and that's what this is. Oh, it could be a wilderness survival situation. It could be jumping out of an airplane. All those things will help you even in that, okay? Or even playing tennis or golf, it will help you. So those skills will help you in anything, not just skills. It's more so that athletic ability. So anyway, now head movement. Is head movement going to help you in a self-defense situation? I'm not talking about street fighting. In street fighting, of course, it does. It can, for sure. But in a self-defense situation, will it help you? It can. In certain situations, it 100% can be applicable. Like I said, if it's a fight happening in a self-defense situation, which it can happen, but there are some self-defense situations where there's no fighting involved at all. So in that situation, it's not needed. But in other situations, it can help. Now, is it priority? No, absolutely, I don't think so. And in fact, I might even say that in certain situations, you really don't need it. And in fact, it can mess you up, because in MMA, head movement can help you. It can help you. But at other times, it can hinder you. So that's one of the differences between boxing and MMA, because in MMA you could do more. So there's knees and kicks you got to worry about. And if you're constantly, doing this kind of thing, you might eat a kick or you might eat a knee. So, you can't just, bob and weave, duck, and all that stuff, because once again they could set you up for that. And when in a self-defense situations, weapons involved. And when weapons are involved, it's even worse, because there are slashes, there's direction change and stuff like that. So, they come at you with a weapon, whether it's a knife or whatever, and you duck down, and now you could end up with a blade stabbed into your back or something, or you come down like this, and now it could come across your face from below, or who knows what. The weapon can adapt, where a baseball bat can change directions. It could be a Z shape, and still clunk you. So in that sense, head movement, is it super important? Can it help? Yes, I'll be the first to admit. Is it one of the most important things that you should be working on for a self-defense situation? My answer is no, it's not. It's more valuable in a fight situation. Head movement is more valuable in a fight situation, my opinion. Okay, so, but fighting is not what we are interested in. So I hope that helps make sense. So that's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.